Across Northern California, fire is once again being used as a tool this spring. Here at Pepperwood Preserve, the goal this day was to reduce fuel load and target an invasive species, the medusa head, before it dropped its seeds. With CAL FIRE setting the flames and monitoring its progress and preserve staff measuring atmospheric conditions, this collaboration illustrates the reintroduction of fire, not to destroy, but to restore.
There's a lot of good things about fire. In this case, we're using it to control a weed, but also, burning the understory, reducing the fuel load makes so we don't have as big a catastrophic fires as we've seen in the last few years.
Pepperwood is among California's foremost laboratories for the study of oak woodland ecosystems. Researchers here are actively studying the impact of fire, climate, and species on the landscape. This 30-acre burn, a recognition that fire is a natural, essential part of the story across California's wildlands.
The Native Americans utilize fire regularly to enhance the ecosystem for their food sources, for shelter, for the trees they favored, the animals. And we now, because of fire suppression, we're living in a state where conditions are much different than they were historically.
The grasslands set ablaze last saw a prescribed burn in the summer of 2017, only months before the Tubbs fire. That inferno, although destructive, is still teaching lessons here about the role of fire as an agent of change across millions of acres of California and the entire West.
There are organizations that are coming together to try to get fire back on the land, such as the Nature Conservancy has a training exchange program where researchers, people, landowners, managers from all over the world come together to learn how to use prescribed fire in this collaborative way.
The public really is starting to see that prescribed burning really is a tool that we need to be using.
For Pepperwood managers and CAL FIRE, these conditions were perfect: light winds, moderate humidity, and the targeted invasive weed at the perfect stage for elimination. Even so, as a smoke plume rose over the preserve and became visible across parts of the North Bay, even scientists here remained on edge and watchful, knowing that although fire managed correctly can help restore ecological balance, in California the potential for devastation is always a present danger. At Pepperwood Preserve, Carl Van Emberg for News of the North Bay.